Hello friends, welcome you all. Today we are going to learn about the exercise number 6, which includes in the course ENTO 232 for the semester 3rd new, and the course title is Insect Ecology and Integrated Pest Management. This exercise number 6 includes the practicable IPM practices, that is the mechanical and physical methods. Here, the mechanical and physical methods are the two major important tools of IPM. With the help of these tools, we can reduce the infestation of the pest population in our agro ecosystem. So, let us see which are the different mechanical and physical practices we can use. Here, the first one is the mechanical methods. In that mechanical methods, we can remove the different life stages of the insect, removal and destruction of different life stages of the insect by three ways. The first one is hand picking of life stages of the insects and their destructions. The second one is mechanical exclusion. Then third one is a use of mechanical devices. Let us see one by one. The first practice is hand picking and destruction of life stages of the insects. This practice mostly used against those insect or life stages of the insect. It can be we can see with naked eyes. This can be used in the field. This method can be used in the field if the insect in the field can be hand picked and if they are easy accessible to picker, large and present in the large numbers. What happen in these methods? Collect and destroy the different life stages like egg, masses, larvae, pupae and adult, and we can destroy by our own way. Then next technique is with the help of hand net or insect collection net. This hand net, it is mostly used to collect the different flying insect like butterflies, moths, grasshoppers, beetles or so on. With the help of this net we can collect these all the insects and it will be killed by our own way. The next one is with the help of iron hook. This iron hook technique is nothing but it is used especially against the rhinoceros beetle and mango stem borer. The use of iron hook to kill the grubs of mango stem borer, especially in the mango plantation, and for the rhinoceros beetle, we can also use this iron hook. Then next with beating with brooms. Brooms is nothing but the one of the thorny branches or the sticky sticks. We can use these brooms or sticks to hit the locust and also the grasshopper. This is also the one of the important techniques to kill the locust. The shaking of the adult host is. This is the white grubs. This white grubs, it is specially feed on the adult white grub, feed on the different adult host trees like a neem, bale, bear, babul, shawga, tamarind. These are present on our field burns. We can shake out these different adult host trees and collect the different beetles, and we can kill this in the kerosinized water. Then in next techniques, here the some of the laborers shake out the red gram or pigeon pea plants or pigeon pea flowers to reduce the infestation of the Helicoverpa parmigera. Then the next one is the sieving and winnowing. This sieving and winnowing technique, it is one of the traditional techniques. It is followed in mostly in rural areas. With the help of these techniques, we can avoid the infestation of the different store grain pest. Then rope dragging. This technique is mostly followed in case of rice. The rope dragging or passing of the rope across the rice crop to dislodge the caseworm over the standing water, which then drain out to collect pest at a corner of the field. Then next one is the use of preventive barriers or to prevent the pest infestation. Here the plastic collars around the stem to prevent the snail from the reaching tomato crops. It means that the collar around the stems of the tomato crop, it will help to reduce the infestation of the snails. Then in second picture, the copper impregnated material which will be helps to repel the slugs and deter the cabbage root maggots in case of cabbage crop. Then trenches around the field. This technique, it is mostly used against the red hairy caterpillar in case of a groundnut crop. Then use of tin bands. Here tin bands is nothing but the one of the different metals or there is one band with of tins we can fix over the coconut tree to prevent the damage by the rat. Then different sticky bands. The application of the greasy bands of the slippery sheets like alkathene sheets around the trunk of the mango tree or wrapping of the trunk of mango trees with oily cloth to prevent the upward movement of the mango mealybug. It means that this technique it is specially used against the mealybug in mango. Then bagging of the fruits. This bagging of the fruits, this technique is mostly used in mango, pomegranate, guava, then apple, or in case of grapes, to avoid to reduce the infestation of the fruit sucking moth. Then also the fruit is covered by a polythene or the paper bags to protect from the fruit insects, pests and high sun rays. In case of pomegranate fruits and citrus fruits at the maturity stage can be protected from the attack of the fruit sucking moth by covering individual fruits with a butter paper or polythene bags or simply with the help of newspaper. Then use of ant pants. Use of four legs racks in vessels containing water to prevent from the ants, and this method is mainly employed uh, in beekeeping to prevent from the ant damage in bee hive or bee colony. The next one is some of the mechanical devices we can use. The first one is a bird scatter. This is the first is the traditional bird scarers which will help to repel the birds from the fields. Then this is the solar bird scatter. Nowadays it mostly used to repel the birds. Then also the acetylene gas bird scatter. These are all types of bird scarers. Bird scatter is nothing but the one of the device. It will help to repel the birds from the field. Then mechanical devices, in that the light trap. This light trap it is mostly used against the nocturnal pests. This light trap we can use one light trap per acre in the field, and this light trap it will be helps to reduce the number of pests in our agro ecosystem. Then air suction trap. This air suction trap it is mostly used against the different storeground pests in the storage area. Then flamethrowers. This flamethrowers is also the one of the mostly used against the locust and red headed hairy caterpillar. Then here some of the rodent traps nowadays use. These rodent traps by rodent traps, with the help of these rodent traps we can trap the rodents or rats and we can destroy by our own way. Maybe there are two types of trap. The first one is traditional trap and the second one is a modern trap. Then sticky trap. The yellow sticky trap and blue sticky trap are the two important sticky traps. This is a sticky card. In this sticky cards, it is mostly used against the different sucking pests like a aphid, jasper, thrips, whitefly, mealybugs, scale insect, and the leaf miners. And the blue sticky trap is mostly used against the thrips. Then these are some of the also traps we can use. The water trap or water trap. This water or water trap. It is one of the pheromone traps we can use against the brinjal and food borer in case of brinjal. Then fruit fly trap. This fruit fly trap it is mostly used against the fruit fly or to attract the fruit fly in case of mango or in a cucurbits crop. Then delta sticky trap it will be used against the different minor pest, different minute pest which is attracted toward the yellow color. Then fish meal trap it is used against the sorghum shoot fly or stem fly in case of sorghum. Then these are the some of the funnel trap, nothing but the sex pheromone trap. This funnel shaped pheromone trap, in this trap we can use a different lures according to the species. It means that this trap it is a species specific, and this trap is specially used for mass trapping, monitoring and mating dispersion techniques. Then next method is physical methods. This is another major tools of the IPMs. In these tools we can use a different physical factors to reduce the infestation of the pest. In that, application of the heats, application of cold, manipulation of moisture, radioactivity, manipulation of soil, manipulation of light, and the use of sound energy. Here the sun drying of the grains is nothing but the one of the manipulation of the temperature. Here we can after the harvesting of the crops we can drying, and we can dry the harvested product in sunlight in the summer month. It will be helps to reduce the different store get infestation. Then hot water treatment of the rice seeds. This hot water treatment it is mostly used in rice rice grain against the white tip nematode. Then vapor heat treatment. This vapor heat treatment it is mostly used in case of mango to reduce the infestation of the mango fruit fly. Then cold storage. Nowadays the cold storage facilities available. Here in this picture we can see the cold storage of the potato. It will be helps to reduce the potato tuber moth infestation in storage condition. Then infrared radiation and the UV radiation we can also use to reduce the different insect pest population in our agro ecosystem. Then in manipulation of soil, we can use a soil solarization and soil steam sterilization technique. It will be helps to reduce the different soil pest, like it may be insects or it may be nematodes or any other harmful microorganism. This is all about the physical and the mechanical methods of the IPMs. Okay, thank you.